All right, so we're parked, and this is what it looks like before we unpack all our stuff. So, unlock the fridge, and inside you can see I travel with the bags packed. This way the food doesn't go flying around. And same thing in the pantry. Travel with the food packed in the bags. Also, we travel with the table down. Keeps the table from flying around. Make sure the shower is locked. I can unlock that now. And we do travel with drinks in the shower. Again, keeps it from flying around. And then all the stuff on the bed. I'll unpack that later. So before I get started unloading the dry goods, I do have these risers. Got on Amazon. Solid wood. It would be cheaper to get those wire ones, but I like the solid ones so that things don't fall through. And that'll give me more space for the food. Alright, and there you have it. The food is unloaded. And then the next shelf, that's where we have all of our tin foil, Ziploc bags, wax paper, and then on the level below, we've got John's basket of stuff that I take two things out of. The Jackery and his beer. And beneath that, we have the shoe garage, which is pretty awesome. I'll show that to you later with shoes. And here's the fridge unloaded. I keep the meats on the bottom in case they leak. They don't leak all over the good stuff. And I don't use that crisper drawer. It's kind of useless. And of course, got the Pepsis. Not much in the freezer, just some Lego My Eggos for breakfast and some ice packs. Modification that we did was to hang up this towel rack. Comes in handy for paper towels. As far as mods go in the bedroom, we do have these command hooks for towels and some smaller command hooks for hats over here. And then we also have some stuff to manage the CPAP, because while there is a little shelf on the side here, it's not really big enough for the CPAP. Show that to you. One thing we do is we do travel with the glass microwave plate protected here in the cardboard box, so this way it doesn't crack while we're driving. And some people will travel with it in the microwave, but they will put a pillow or something else in the microwave so that the glass dish doesn't just Alright, so it's 58 degrees in here, so we need a little heat. We could turn on the heat, but that uses the propane. So instead, we have this fancy schmancy electric heater that looks like a fireplace. So a few other pieces of advice. One is a small dish rack, because, you know, everything smaller is better in an RV. We have this, I guess it's called a freezer bin, but it's like the perfect size to hold spatulas and tongs and other cooking utensils. And then we've got a shoebox size plastic container, perfect size to hold all your silverware. Alright, so here's the CPAP setup. It is in an overhead cabinet that We have some magnetic things to keep the door open. And the wire, the power wire, comes out to this command strip thing. And then we have a little tie to hold it together, and then it comes down and plugs in under the bed down there. And then there's this contraption that keeps the hose in place. And that's the CPAP setup. Like I said, those hooks are for hats. So there's my turquoise hat. And then those hooks are used for towels and coats. So command strip makes a holder for brooms. So we have the broom hanging over here because that's where we've got space, but it's got one over there and one up top. And then it just pops out. And then you can sweep.